I'm about to take you on a journey through one of the most exciting adventures that took my wildest dreams to new heights, as step by step I took the climb of exploring a whole new country. Every step in this country was a new step that led to each day being one of complete and utter progress. Progress is impacted by the cultures of which you are exposed, the people that you encounter, and the places that you are able to see. From standing in the comfort zone of Lawrenceville, Georgia, to leaping into 4 years at the University of Georgia, I finally soared over the big ocean to arrive in Australia, where my comfort zones were broken and my sense of place for the world began to have greater meaning as I began to learn and understand different cultures, different morals and values, different backgrounds, and the characteristically different qualities that exist in every person. Beginning with a morning run on the first day in the beautiful city of Sydney, I began to notice not only cultural similarities and differences, but also the sense of community that the city provided. Tourism was welcome and conversations with citizens of Sydney flowed freely as they desired to know my story as an American. Even Aboriginal people such as Auntie Margaret had a story to share, which was by far the most interesting part of the city. As we traveled from Sydney to the local beach town of Noosa, we learned not only about the exotic, diverse environment of the Noosa Spit and National Park, but also how the community of Noosa has such a large impact on the natural environmental processes. However, progress for me in Noosa was found in the simple conversations with local shop owners on Hastings Street that showed me the community's true sense of place. Progress encompassed a whole new meaning as we arrived at our next stop of Lady Elliot Island. It began with taking a leap into the deep blue to scuba dive the Great Barrier Reef, continuing with daily 6 a.m. snorkels, alongside balancing a desire to retain all of the incredible information I was learning about this place. From conversations during a 2-hour snorkel with Dave and Jana and by observing the inner workings of the eco-resort, I learned that balance in all aspects of life is a key factor of progress. Then as the wheels lifted off the grass runway at LEI, I reflected on the personal progress that LEI had to offer me. From hearing the birds and ocean waves, touching the textures of bright blue starfish, feeling the tingling of sweet sunburns, and lastly seeing numerous manta rays, turtles, fish, and sharks, progress was realizing how nature has its own balance, and we must also maintain the balance between knowledge and people in order to work hand in hand with bettering the communities in which we exist. Lastly, Carnarvon Gorge was progress within our own community of study abroad. Taking on kangaroos and spiders galore, the students on this trip became lifelong friends. The experiences we had together were becoming memories as we were seeing progress, as being excited to learn while conquering 9-mile hikes in the heat of the bush, which made for the most memorable and unreal experiences. From Sydney to Noosa, to LEI, to Carnarvon Gorge, and lastly Brisbane, Alex Stevens took on Australia, and I am now able to understand that progress for me in the world is meeting new people and through dialogue creating relationships in order to understand and provide them with a greater understanding of their sense of place or community. As my joy stems from seeing any individual reach their full potential, I hope to now combine my knowledge of daily social progress to enhance any community in which I may live, at a local level or even one day by living at the international level.